Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and thank you very much for watching. Today we're doing a reaction on Millennial Money living on 172k in New York City. I'm looking forward to this. I've seen other people do it. I've never seen this video actually, so it'll be a first time. So without further ado, let's get into the video.
Obviously, it seems pretty crazy that a 23-year-old can make north of 6 figures, but really, you put in a lot of hours. It's all a very transparent path.
6 figures, that's unbelievable. Hats off to him. But I don't know how well that will do in New York, because New York's very expensive. So he probably still lives in a small apartment, and the reason he's paid probably so much is because of where he lives.
Until you reach partner.
Nice.
Hi, my name is Drake Pooley. I'm 23 years old.
23, pretty good.
So I entered consulting right out of school from grad school and have been with my firm for 2 years. Every day is different in consulting because we're always working with clients. So if I'm traveling and at a client city, I'm normally meeting with them. And
this is like a pretty well-paid job, but I think because it is in New York, it's a bit more than it usually is. So yeah, that's why he's paid a bit more.
Then working on generally models or financial reports for them and presentations.
See, 15 hours a day, that's crazy. That's how he earns his money. 15 hours a day. That if you're going to put in that work, you expect kind of that money back.
When I first moved to New York from Houston, I wanted to live in a nice place in the big city in Manhattan because that's what I had always dreamed. After the first year, I realized it was an incredibly expensive dream, and even though I could afford it, it wasn't the financially responsible thing to do, so I moved to Williamsburg where it was cheaper, but I could still access a lot of the same amenities that New York has. Food is the hardest thing to budget for.
He saves
on my
and
lifestyle.
Spends probably.
Almost all of it is on going out because I'm only in New York
good balance.
3 days a week.
It's a good balance.
Every month I invest $500 in a Wealthsimple Roth IRA that's invested in a social impact portfolio.
Nice. That's good. Now to his loans.
I paid off $12,000 of student loans in 5 months whenever I first moved to New York. I was very strict with myself, and if you know New York winters, you also don't really want to go outside during them. So if my friends wanted to go out, I would just invite them over to my house and we would do something much cheaper. I have $2,300 in medical debt from getting LASIK surgery, which I think was very worth it. So I financed the medical debt at 0%, so there's not really an incentive to pay it off any sooner. I would rather put that money towards my investment accounts where it could grow. The other fun fact about LASIK surgery is that in 5 minutes I negotiated almost $2,000 off the price, so always negotiate your medical bills.
This is why he's a millionaire, obviously, because he saves his money well, he negotiates, gets things cheaper, and he gets paid very well and he grinds for a long time.
My dad always owned his own businesses and he was constantly working, and so I think I got some of that work ethic. And then my grandmother was actually a Lithuanian refugee who was the hardest working person I ever met. I think I've always been a workaholic. I always have to have some kind of...
The thing is here though, workaholics, they're normally not that happy. You gotta have that balance between earning money and just enjoying the money. There's no point in making all this money to not enjoy it. I don't know. I always work hard, but I don't think I work to the point where I get myself too stressed about things.
The project that I'm working on, you know, it's a very annoying habit I have. If we turn on Netflix, I'm going to be working while we're watching it. As a very young person, you do have to work extremely hard so that you can provide value to them and not just be, you know, another warm body in the room.
Oh, side hustles.
One of the companies I'm relaunching with my dad and uncle right now is called Ultra Hot, and it's essentially this pretty 80s surf culture-esque brand that does a lot of stickers and clothes It's been a really great process to work with my dad and uncle on a brand that was very passionate to them in their early career and also was successful, sold over 1 million stickers in the 80s.
That's
Another
pretty
side
cool.
hustle I have is tutoring Chinese students on how to navigate the career process in the US. I work with them for $100 an hour to essentially go over lessons about
$100 an hour? That's a lot of money. That's a hell of a lot. I'm just saying that.
what is the different paths to professional development in the US versus China and how they could start their careers here.
So he charges $100 a month, but he only does 4 lessons a month then. That's, to me, sounds like he's only got a few clients. Anyway, still cool.
My biggest splurge is definitely travel, but I do in a way where I'm getting a lot more value than what I'm actually spending on it.
Even if he's not, I think that travel's probably the best thing. There's studies saying that like experiences are worth so much more to your health, your mental health, than just going out and splurging on a new laptop or a new phone. The experiences are the most, and especially if you spend them with other people.
A lot of people found out that points was something that I was good at. Sometimes hotels that are $3,000 a night over water in the Maldives. On hotels like that, I actually don't spend a single dime because I'm able to use all of the points I get from work travel. I ended up starting a travel newsletter earlier this year where I give people tips and tricks on how to get the best value and how to navigate the system. And so I now have
He's so good with
350
his money.
people
He gets
on
so
the
much
newsletter,
more
which
worth
in retrospect is
out of
not
his
that
money.
surprising given I'm giving people free things for no effort. Because I'm always on the road, I wanted to volunteer, but I found it very difficult to do, so I actually created a website called freeresumereviews.org where anybody that makes under a certain amount of money a year or as a student could submit their resume, and either I would review it or another person I trusted a lot with career help would provide a free review.
That's a really good thing to do. This guy's doing really. I'd say he's a really good person. He's doing really well in his life. He's spending money well, investing it, and yeah, I think he's got it right.
Over the next few years, I'm going to return to go get my MBA, which thankfully the firm will pay for the tuition if I am accepted into their program. And after that, I'm
that's
really
a good way of
looking
saving
into
money.
going
Get a job and then they'll pay for your tuition.
into venture capital. I don't really have a target retirement date in mind. I think if I retired early, I would probably get very bored very quickly. So rather, I'm really just focusing on being financially independent and I can do, whatever I choose to do, whether that's continuing a career in consulting or going into a different industry or living on a beach in Zanzibar.
Now this guy's got it right. I think overall he's got a lot of things right. Yeah, if he retires early, maybe he might get bored, so it might be pointless. I think financial freedom is his correct aim, to be honest. I think most people think they want to retire early. When it comes to it, they'll just get bored. Obviously, I don't know this from personal experience, however, just in my mind, that's what I think of. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment, enter the giveaway, and watch tomorrow because we've got another video dropping tomorrow. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.